Alrighty, so hello. How is it going? Um, I'm back. Yeah, 2024. Oh wait, yeah, I uploaded the night one. Yeah, okay. Second video of 2024. Today I'm reviewing another movie that I just watched like an hour ago, and I didn't expect it to be very good, but I watched it and well, so yeah, I'm talking about the Iron Claw. Okay, so if you don't know what this movie is about, it's based off of a true story. It's about this family of wrestlers who pretty much their dad is like teaching them how to defend themselves, and it's pretty much starting his children's career as wrestlers and Olympians and stuff. And then it kind of just their family starts falling apart and evolves. It's just a big fucking story, and it's based off of a true story that happened like 40 years ago or something. I don't know, a while ago, but it did happen. And honestly, now that I've seen the movie and I know that this happened to real people, I'm kind of like, wow. So, was it good? Yeah, yeah. So really, the only reason I actually watched this movie was because I saw a critic that I watch on YouTube put this movie in his top 10 of 2023, because this movie actually did release, like, premiere in 2023, but is like releasing in cinemas in 2024. I don't even think it's out in cinemas yet in Australia. Wow. Yeah, but I've seen it. So, anyways, my opinions. Let's talk. So, what's the bad shit that happens to this family, first of all? Okay, so before, like, the past of this family, um they had like this brother who was their older brother, and he dies. They didn't really mention in the movie how this guy dies, but it kind of correlates to all the like story points where like it's important that this older brother is dead. I don't know why, it just is. Um, and also it. Okay, I don't really know what to start with here because this movie has just it's weird. So let's talk about Zac Efron. He is kind of the main star of this movie, which I thought was pretty obvious from watching the trailer. That holy shit, Zac Efron is the main character, and yeah. So some of his line deliveries are Scream Six worthy. They are fucking terrible. But when it starts getting to like the end of the movie, when all the emotional damage is hitting Zac Efron, he starts like actually acting and actually doing a good job. And yeah, so pretty much main thing in this movie is making their father proud. That is like the main thing why all these brothers are doing this to satisfy their father's needs. And my god. And then when someone dies in this movie, they kind of just like, oh, and then they forget about it. And then they treat it like just a normal day in their family until it gets to the point at the end of the movie. Spoilers, by the way. Literally, Zac Efron has no brothers left, and he's just like, I'm not a brother anymore. And it's just, oh my god. Literally, oh, also, another complaint that I have about this is not just Zac Efron. The timeline in this movie is so fucking weird. You know, like the pacing of it, because it goes from Zac Efron finding his girlfriend, continuing with his wrestling career. Yeah, the Zac Efron's character's name is Kevin Von Erich, I think. but I'm just gonna call him Zac Efron so people will understand easier. But yeah, and then it gets to the point where he's got two children, a wife, and a grown ass dog, and his own house, and he still looks the exact same age, and his dad still looks the exact same as well. Like, what? And then all of a sudden, his babies are like grown up to like fucking 5-year-olds, and it just, the pacing doesn't make any sense. And like, it goes from, there was one character death, one of his brothers named David, that did not make any sense whatsoever. I might have just not been listening, or this is just lazy. Okay, so let me explain. David. So, pretty much, Zac Efron's character had a wedding, getting married to his girlfriend, which, by the way, fucking fast-ass pacing. Anyways, David was at that wedding, alright? He was having a good time. Then, Zac Efron drives home, and then he finds his dad sitting at the table, going, "Your brother David found dead in his hotel room in Japan." I might have just heard it wrong, or David got killed in Japan when they were in Texas during the wedding. David was there and did not mention going to Japan. I don't get the pacing. The pacing is some of the weirdest pacing I've ever seen in a movie, not gonna lie. It is an A24 movie, and they like all the metaphors and everything. They do have like an afterlife thing at the end of the movie, where it shows all the brothers being dead, chilling in the afterlife, and then they also see their older brother, who is actually still a toddler, because he died when he was a toddler. So, yeah. Honest to God, this movie was just, it was weird. But for the points where it was like filler, I'd say probably the filler points were the points of the movie that actually like entertained me the most. And when it wasn't filler and it was actually trying to like tell a story, they treated it very serious and weird to the point where you just couldn't understand what was going on. And, oh, my God. Fucking Jeremy Allen White. Pretty much, I was watching this movie because I wanted to see his next piece of work, because he was good in the stuff that I've seen him in. But, he didn't get a lot of screen time. I had a feeling that he'd be the main star, not Zac Efron. Like, he would have a bit more screen time than Zac Efron, but Zac Efron had, like, all the screen time. And Jeremy Allen White, David actually had more screen time than Jeremy Allen White. Not fucking shitting you. Jeremy was, like, not in the movie at all. Honest to God, I didn't. He wasn't even in the first 30 minutes of the movie. You got to see like a family picture on their wall in their house, and it had Jeremy on it, but like you hadn't seen him like physically in the movie yet. And then when it gets to like around 30 to 40 minutes of the movie, you finally get to see him like doing discus, like on like an Olympics field, and then he like comes home and then just doesn't do anything, and then it just goes back to Zac Efron's life, and it's just like, what? And then eventually, yeah, he dies. The only members of their family that survive in this movie is Zac Efron, Zac Efron's dad, and his mom. Literally the only characters that survive. the characters that die. Jeremy Allen White's character, David, the older brother guy, and Michael. I probably wasn't focusing when Michael died, because he was put into a coma, and then he's just all of a sudden alive, and he has like a broken arm. And I'm like, okay, so he's alive. And then at the end of the movie, you see that he's in the afterlife. So he's dead. I don't understand how he died. They didn't exactly make that clear at all. And then Jeremy Allen White's character's death, I didn't really understand that one either. Because, like, fucking Zac Efron was, like, sensing something. He was freaking out about something. And then he was like, oh, shit. And then he went over to this tree, and Jeremy Allen White's character was just sitting there dead. And then for some odd reason, Zac Efron's character was super pissed off at their dad all of a sudden. And then he, like, tried to strangle him, and then he just gave up. So I have a feeling Jeremy Allen White's character probably killed himself for some reason. He wasn't having a good life by what was happening in the movie. But, it was interesting, okay? If you like movies based on a true story and you like a story, an actually, like, decent one, I'd say you think this movie is decent. I definitely not say this is the best movie of the year so far. Well, like, the only movies I've seen this year so far are, like, Night Swim and Iron Claw, and honestly, I'd prefer Iron Claw over Night Swim. Because, Night Swim wasn't that good. So, yeah. Iron Claw. Honestly, yeah, I don't think it deserves, like, top 10, but good A24 movie. They satisfied me. Again, a little bit of entertainment. It's definitely not, like, their best movie, but, yeah. They tried to make it very metaphorical, and that just kind of made it a bit confusing to understand how the fuck does this person die, what the fuck is this timeline, how the fuck did this guy get to Japan, like, it's weird. It is very, very weird. Yeah. Okay. What should I put it in? I'll just put it in good, alright? Now, if it wasn't confusing, I'd probably put it in amazing. Like, I would put Talk to Me, Beau Was Afraid, and stuff in amazing. Well, not Beau Was Afraid. Hereditary, yeah. But, yeah, I'll just put it in good. It was fine. It's kind of between here. Am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to put it there? Like, between okay and good? I'll just leave it there. Yeah. That's my opinion on Iron Claw. Anyways, let me talk to you guys for a bit. That's the whole Iron Claw part finished. You guys can click off the video if that's all you wanted to hear. But so remember, it is still January. I will be posting videos again February 1st. Around then, Hazbin Hotel is coming up. Okay? All freak out about that. Yes, celebrate. I'm not going to be posting my review on Hazbin Hotel until all the episodes are out. Unless I'm bored and I want to review the first 4. I might, like, make a video to review each episode. I probably won't do that, but I might. Yeah, but I will be posting a review on that if you guys want to see that. But yeah. And also the Migration review still coming up. I just can't be bothered to post a review on it. The movie wasn't that good. Spoiler alert, sorry. But I might post a review on it. I don't really know right now. But yeah. Currently, you'll just be getting reviews for all the new movies that come out this month. There's not that many. Don't expect that you're gonna get a Mean Girls review. Cause you're probably not. I'm not gonna watch that movie. It doesn't look like something that I should be watching. But, you never know. I might. Um, uh, and also there is a new movie coming out, like, in a month, or, I don't know, in a while, called Founders Day, and I will also be checking that out. So, yeah. Yeah, you're just gonna be getting a bunch of reviews this month, and then next month I will go back to just talking about the news, because there is lots of shit going on in the news of movies and shit that I have been missing. Um, yeah, and also for the Kung Fu Panda 4 thumbnail that I did like a few weeks ago, that is like our new style of thumbnail for news videos and stuff and trailer reactions. That is what we're doing. Okay? Cool. Anyways, that's really all I have to say. Bye bye.